I think there's a hope. There's always a hope in Lebanon, because Lebanon, all around the history, we're talking about at least 2 centuries. It's being the leading publishing country in the Arab world today. Once they said that Lebanon composed and Baghdad reads and Egypt print. We hope that we will reach this golden triangle again.
Hey everybody, this is Laith Marouf from Free Palestine TV. Before we continue with this report, I ask you to press the subscribe button on whatever social media platform you're watching this on, and to go to our website, freepalestine.video, to donate so we can continue bringing you this content. I'm outside the Beirut annual book exhibition, the 66th year that is being held. This is a special one because it's happening after the genocide and the war in Gaza and in Lebanon. We're gonna try to look at what the publishers in the region are putting on their tables, and to see how the locals are reacting to the exhibition. This book exhibition is one of the most important held in the Arabic world. If it's not the oldest, it's one of the oldest ones, and most publishers in the region come to Beirut to exhibit their books. So as we go into the exhibition, the book fair, it seems the Qatari Ministry of Culture gets the front seat at the entrance of the door. You'd think it would be the Lebanese Minister of Culture that would set up right there. But obviously, Qatar can throw money and pretend to have a culture. As we see, they don't even have books on their exhibition here, a few books. Well, what's important is that there's 2 Qataris that are sitting there. Enough. That's enough of exhibition of Qatari culture. This is a comic book, a graphic novel about the life of Martyr General Qasem Soleimani, and you can see it's very high quality. They spent a lot of effort. The artist did a lot of amazing work, and it details his life coming from a remote village in the east of Iran to becoming one of the icons of resistance in the 21st century before his martyrdom.
It's called I Wasn't Afraid of Anything.
Yes, it's called I Was Not Afraid of Anything. لم أكن أخاف شيئا. And we're at the Yar Persian Publishing House. Clearly we can see a difference in quality, specifically of the children's books and comics that are being printed in Arabic versus those that are coming out from Iran. We're at the booth for the Institute of Palestine Studies, and there's a lot of books about Gaza that already are out, including this collection of witness statements, 2 huge books. Witness statement about the vengeance, the war of vengeance, that's what they're calling it. And this is a children's book. Return begins with you. Helmi Touni drawings. Maysoon Sukkariya is the writing. This is from Shatila refugee camp in 1989. We're at the Halabi bookstore exhibition section. Halabi bookstore is just beside Shatila refugee camp, by the way, and if you want to visit them, they're really good. But it seems like they're showing a collection of children's books about famous Lebanese, including Ferouz and Danny Thomas, which was the most famous, I think, Arab American actors, Syrian Lebanese, from the time when Syria and Lebanon were one country. He was in the 1950s on American television and American radio, one of the hugest names at the time. Gibran Khalil Gibran. Yafa. This is written by Rasim, son of Naim Kailani. So this must be related to my mother's family. The Kailani family is huge in Palestine. 48 stories of exile from Palestine. We noticed that the vast majority of people visiting the book fair are women, young women. We also noticed that there was a huge interest in children's books. A lot of publishers brought their young youth publications, educational publications, and of course, because of the genocide in Gaza and the war on Lebanon and Yemen and Syria, we saw an interest in those books and a lot of new titles coming out from most of the publishing houses about Palestine, about Gaza, about Lebanon, and including, we saw many Lebanese publishing houses concentrating on the stories of the martyred leaders of the resistance here in Lebanon. Mohammed Kawtharani, cultural activist and architect.
Right.
We are in the book exhibition in Beirut. Quickly, just from my personal, going around, I noticed a huge difference in the quality of Arabic publishing books compared to Farsi or English or French, especially for the children's stories.
Well, what kind of difference you mean?
I mean, in the quality of the paper, the quality of the drawings, the looking into the traditional things. I can't find anything traditional, for instance, that Arabic stories that is high quality other than just written for kids. مثلا Ali Zaybaq, adventures of Antar bin Shaddad. Okay, none of that is the inspirational cultural things that we should be putting into our kids are now available here.
It's a dilemma. Actually, the publishing industry in general is a big dilemma in the Arabic world. Many reasons stands behind this dilemma. One of which is the leading theory about that the Islam or the Arabs are leading the thought path of the world is no more happening today. That's in the first place. In the second place, especially books dedicated to childs and to children in general and to young ages focuses this kind of dilemmas, because it's more difficult and it's more complicated to address such ages. But we have a little hope here today. I didn't make my full round in the exhibition yet, but among some of the exhibitors, I've seen new initiatives, composing a new kind of thoughtful books for kids. I think there's a hope. There's always a hope in Lebanon, because Lebanon, all around the history, we're talking about at least for 2 centuries. Yeah, it's being the leading publishing country in the Arab world.
Yeah.
Once they said that Lebanon compose and Baghdad reads and Egypt print. We hope that we will reach this golden triangle again.
Quickly, another thing that maybe you can give us your impression on is looking at books, publications about the Aqsa flood and the wars that happened. Do you feel that the publishing circuits have delivered on their goals of bringing the story out right now as the genocide is still continuing?
Igal Lamir she writes a column on the Arabic issues in Yadot Ahronot, okay, the Israeli newspaper. She said after Ramadan, she said we're very happy now, because among 40 production in drama, we didn't find any of it addressing the issue of al-Aqsa or Gaza or the flood or anything about Palestine in general. She said Israel is very happy today. That could be reflected on publishing books also. That's a disaster, actually. That's a cultural disaster. All of us should initiate again and move around again to rebuild the wheel of cultural industries that addresses the main issue of our Arabic and Islamic world, which is Palestine.
Thank you very much. Good luck on
Welcome,
your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Obviously, the books industry in the Arabic world in general is in crisis. A book that is considered well read publishes or prints a few thousand copies, while in other cultures right now, any decent book will be selling tens of thousands of copies. And that's a big crisis in the Arabic culture because of the colonial history, the constant wars, and the purposeful concentration by the Gulf states that have money to waste it on education in other languages, in English and French, and spending on culture that is not Arabic in their expenses. So this is the crisis of Arabic culture. We're hoping, obviously, that this will be solved somehow. Lebanon and the Lebanese publishing companies and writers have been with the Syrian writers and publishers at the heart of maintaining Arabic literature and its appeal to the civilization and culture in the Arabic world. This is drawn by Helmi Touni, an Egyptian artist that used to do a lot of graphic images and children books that are drawn. He has a very special style. You can see even on the other side, him again, Helmut Touni. These are some of the posters for the Beirut book exhibition. It says 1979, this one. 1978. They clearly, like me, loved Helmut Touni. But they reused some of his images, but look at this one. This is from 1981. And the wings of the bird are print newspaper. So it seems like the actual drawing of Helmut Touni became the logo of the book exhibition. So 1983, 1984, 85. This is from a poem by Mahmoud Darwish. It says, على هذه الأرض ما يستحق الحياة. On this earth, there is something worth living for. It's an exhibition of students from the School of Architecture and Design at the American University of Beirut. Some of their graphic designs. This part of the exhibition about all the comics for Palestine over the last 20 months of genocide. And they left a blank paper for people to write on. Palestine in our eyes. Give us your word or a message. And people wrote, Hezbollah lan yasqut. It will not fall. Hezbollah will not fall. Inna ala al-ahd. We are still on the oath of the path of Hezbollah. And Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, the martyr of the nation. And triangle, watermelon, messages of love to Palestine. Posters from the 1960s and 70s of movies. This is a documentary. ساعة التحرير دقت l'heure de la libération a sonné. This is a documentary about the massacre in Kafr Qasim by Burhan Alawi. More videos, documentary, drama about the situation. And this is, of course, Dured Laham, the iconic social comedy commentary, Syria, and he's definitely the most famous Arab comedic commentary writer and theater play. This was from Sah al-Noom. It's his one of his shows that was kind of chronicling the move in the society, in Arabic society, Syrian society, from the pre-war, pre-industrialization into the new, independence from colonialism, and how that is playing out within the Arabic society. It was everybody would watch Sah al-Noom episodes when they come on air in the 1960s. It's a collection of posters of Arabic movies in the 1970s, and you can clearly see how sexualized the situation was. It's a different era. Cats of Hamra Street, meow. Antar invades the desert. Women with no tomorrow. Women with no tomorrow. Oh, well, this one is clearly a more radical movie, and we are all fida'iyun, we are all warriors, basically. Edmond Nahas, Kari Kraptian. Girls' problems. You can see the girls' problems. And this man, Farid al-Atrash, was the sexual icon, the idol of Arabic women in the 1970s. And this is Al-Hubb al-Kabir, The Big Love, very famous movie for him, with Fatin Hamama. And both of them were singers, also some of the most famous singers ever in the Arabic world. Farid al-Atrash is a Syrian who ended up in Egypt because of the French occupation of Syria and the assassination of his father, who was one of the emirs of the Druze in Syria, the Atrash family. And his sister, of course, is Asmahan, the most important female vocalist in the 40s before her assassination, as we're told by the French and the English in Egypt. Wow. It's a poster for Fayrouz's musical movie, Safar Barlak. And of course, all the music is composed by the Rahbani brothers. And it covers, the end of the Ottoman Empire, the situation of the people in Lebanon, in the countryside, and the quest for independence. And that era of change, again, from the pre-World War I and the post-industrialization, fast industrialization that was happening in the greater Syria region. It's a classic that everybody should watch. If you can find it subtitled, if you don't understand Arabic, you should. This is a book by Sheikh Naim Qasim, the new Secretary General of Hezbollah, and it is about Hezbollah's thoughts as a party and its way of working. Lebanon resistance in the forefront. We have with us former Labor Minister Mustafa Bayram. Thank you very much for being with us. Quick question. هاي أول معرض من بعد الحرب. كان في داخل الحرب معرض صار ولا لا؟ أو كيف هلا بتحس التفاعل مع المعرض بعد الحرب؟
مجرد انك انت تجي تعمل معرض بعد الحرب، هذا رسالة حياة، رسالة ثقافة، رسالة تطور، رسالة مقاومة، رسالة صمود، رسالة حضور، لأنه العدوان أراد بحرب إبادته إلغاء البشر والحجر وإلغاء الوجود وإلغاء الحياة، لأنه بطبيعته ذات طبيعة عنصرية إحلالية لا تقبل بالآخر. أنت موجود، نحن أمام كوجيتو جديد، أنا أقاوم إذن أنا موجود، أنا أقرأ إذن أنا موجود. فأنت تعطي صورة من المقاومة، من الصمود، من التحدي، صورة لبيروت، بيروت المتنوعة، بيروت الجامعة، بيروت الجاذبة، وهي من أكبر الردود على الأهداف العدوانية للعدو الإسرائيلي الذي أراد إلغاء الحياة فينا. فإنه يستطيع أن يقتل بعض أجسادنا، يستطيع أن يدمر بعض بيوتنا، ولكن هيهات أن يقضي على إرادتنا.
وهيهات من الذلة.
أحسنت
يا الله. يعني طبعا هم ركزوا على بيئة المقاومة ليهدوها، ومرأينا يعني احنا اللي شفناه هون هلا انه فعليا مش بس الزوار شيء كبير منهم من داعمين المقاومة، لكن حتى الكتب الموجودة في تنوع كثير على موضوع المقاومة وتغطية اللي صار في الحرب. هلا انت في رأيك دور الكتب عملوا عمل كفاية لتغطية هاي السنة ونص اللي راحت؟
نعم، لم تتوقف دور النشر، هي غزيرة، عناوينها غزيرة، خاصة في بيئة المقاومة التي تعرضت للقصف والتدمير. بس هون بيئة المقاومة شو عم تعطي رسالة؟ أننا فكرة، وأننا ثقافة، وأن الثقافة لا تموت، وأن الفكرة لا تموت. نحن لا نموت بموت الأشخاص حتى لو كان أيقونة عالمية كسماحة السيد المقدس رضوان الله عليه، لكنه هو روح، هو فكر، هو ثقافة. يستطيعون إلغاء الجسد لكن روحه ستستمر، وهي التي ستتفوق. أما شذاذ الآفاق فإلى زوال إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله لبنان يرجع يتعمر أكثر.
وإياكم إن شاء الله. كل التحية لكم شباب.
The book fair in Beirut will continue for another week until next Sunday. If you are in Beirut or Lebanon, or you have some disposable income to fly in, take your chance and come support the local publishers. Get to know some of the writers as these book signings are happening throughout the week. This was Laith Marouf from Free Palestine TV. I ask you to click on the subscribe button on whatever media platform you're watching this on, and to visit our website freepalestine.video to donate so we can continue bringing you this content from the field. Until we meet you next time, we bid you all a free Palestine.